For more than a century, oyster gatherers have fished these waters using only sail power. But where once there were 200, there's now only 5 left.
Whether it's Brexit or whether it's COVID, the hospitality market collapsed. And then the domestic sort of home market, which was just keeping us afloat, during the pandemic, just disappeared as soon as the news reports of the British rivers and sewage problems. Whether it's clean today and dirty tomorrow and then clean the next day doesn't matter. If it's on the front page of a newspaper, that stays in people's minds for a long time.
In September, it was reported that storm overflows had pumped wastewater into the river for more than 7,500 hours last year. Oyster gatherer Chris Ranger says he's only selling 20% of what he lands, and thousands of pounds worth of mussels are rotting on the harbour side.
I've had about 10 tonnes and a couple of tonnes are here, and really these are great mussels for the market, and no one really wanted them because they were river fowl mussels.
Some have now left the industry altogether.
It was a pretty viable business, but the pollution in the end was just it's just always hanging over you, so it makes it really difficult.
Labour's Shadow Chancellor Rachel Reeves visited the oyster fishery at Myla to hear some of their concerns.
We just can't afford to lose industries like this. It is about the heritage of Cornwall. It's about what makes this place so special, not just to people in Cornwall, but to people all around the country. And so we need to hear and heed the warnings of fishermen here in Cornwall who are worried about water quality, who are worried about the impact that that's having on their ability to sell their produce here and abroad.
According to South West Water, a wide range of influences affect river water quality, including agricultural and urban runoff. In a statement, it said, "We're increasing investment in our wastewater network to dramatically reduce our use of storm overflows, to reduce our impact on rivers by 1/3 by 2025, as we look to ensure we're not the reason for any river failing to meet ecological standards by 2030. Through a crowdfunding campaign, Chris has set up his own hatchery, aiming to put more than 1 million baby native oysters back into the Fal estuary every year. But it's only viable long-term if he can keep his business afloat. Kathy Wardle, ITV News, Myla.